Welcome back to the channel. It's the match preview, Manchester United versus Everton. But we have to revisit, right? After doing a little bit of searching, the last few fixtures with Manchester United versus Everton, a game popped up from last season when we played Everton, beaten 4-0 at Old Trafford here on the 1st of December last season. And it was the headline that had me in stitches. Improvement beyond my wildest dreams, you put after winning against Everton.
Well, 12 months ago, we won 4-0, and I went right over the top, and I was in my most deluded phase ever. But I don't think I was alone. All the United fans were there. Improvement beyond my wildest dreams in my after-match reaction. I even said we were scoring for fun. We ended up in the worst run in my lifetime. When I woke up this morning and he told me what he'd looked at and we was going to discuss, I said to him, "You're joking. I thought you deleted it. I thought you deleted the programme." The things I came out with and my deluded sense as a Manchester United fan and my optimism was in that video. I thought we'd turned it round under Ruben Amorim. My God, what a statement I come out with. Improvement beyond my wildest dreams. I've not stopped laughing since I watched it. And I'm telling you, you need to watch that from last year.
Honest to God, right? Trying to actually look for it and search terms on YouTube, you actually will not find it.
Thank God for that.
Right?
Thank God for that.
Actual previous videos, what we've done on Manchester United versus Everton, come up from 2-3 years ago before the one from last season. So even YouTube looked at him and thought, that's a wild statement. We better bin that one.
Well, listen, I watched Name It Me. After 2 months, I turned round to Kieron after that game. I said, Kieron, take it down. I'll take it down. We'll get slaughtered. The fan base, anyone gets onto that, picks it up and that, I said, I'll get slaughtered. Right? You know, it was just... Was it embarrassing? No, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed because at the end of the day, I look back and Kieron looks back on anything in life, just like my family does, and we just laugh at it, right? So we're laughing at it. But I tell you what, I wasn't on my own. There were some fans' comments on there, and they were worse than me.
Bit of context as well. Improvement beyond my wildest dreams, you put. I remember me discussing it with you because we always try and put a bit of a soundbite, you know, of what you actually say in the video because there's no clickbait.
Yeah.
And I did remember saying it to you like, do you not think it's a little bit too soon to be putting a title on like that, though? It's improvement beyond my wildest dreams. And I remember you saying, no, it's what I said. Put it.
No, but I even said, I turned around. The best one I thought, watching the video back, was I said, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. It's the worst performance after that United have ever had. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm not exaggerating. It's lucky under Eric Ten Hag we got the points we did because we could have been relegated.
United after that as well went and won 1 game in the Premier League out of 7.
It's unbelievable from a fan's point of view when you're watching the game and how excited you get and your belief as a football fan. And I put everything into it, scoring for fun. It was rubbish. It was rubbish.
You know what Ruben Amorim actually said shortly after that game, that the storm will come at United. And boy, did that storm come. But from us, after that game, we were like thinking, there ain't no storm coming. We're scoring for fun. We're on the charge for top 4.
Oh, yeah. Hey, but listen, let's get something here, right? Now, we can all make mistakes. We can all look at it through like glass eyes or whatever people say. Rose-tinted glasses and all that, right? But yeah, he's giving me stick, and quite rightly
It's right on top for you here today.
Yeah, I know it's on top for me, right? It's on top, and I deserve it, right? I deserve to look back and embarrass myself. But let me tell you something now. He doesn't know this, but I look back at the year before under Eric Ten Hag, when we played Everton, right? And here's what he said.
Oh, no.
Right? Here's what he said. He went...
I didn't think you'd seen it.
Yeah. The midfield's sorted now. The midfield's sorted. It got worse.
No, I actually put something like, Eric Ten Hag's midfield dilemma solved.
Solved. The midfield solved.
The midfield's been wide open ever since. Everyone keeps saying that we need 2 midfielders.
Every man and his dog. newborn babies are saying we need 2 midfielders. Yeah. I've heard them from the womb.
I actually put, I think, on the thumbnail as well. I'm actually surprised you've actually seen that. So you knew it was coming on top for you today. So you've had a little search to see what I've done in match reactions. It's probably why I don't do any anymore, to be honest with you. But I'll put on that thumbnail as well. I think it was like Martial is clinical.
It just shows you, though, doesn't it?
It's only clinical.
You know, when you look back, how you are as a fan, I mean, obviously, the international break's been in that, and we thought, right, Everton's coming up. Everyone's heard the same thing, and that we need, you know, like what we're going to do. Well, unknown to me, he's gone and had a little look, but I had a sneaky look.
I'll tell you something, though, what I've done as well.
Go on.
The Webby O'Neill community are also involved in this, and we're going back to this famous statement of improvement beyond my wildest dreams. And I had a little look through the comments section, and I'm not going to out yous out there with your profile.
You're not going to name them?
I'm not going to name them.
But you can pick me right.
What I did notice, though, there's a lot of profile names that have changed since that game to what they are now.
Right.
So people are trying to hide it. But I've got a couple here. And one of the comments says, I like the system. You got to take yourself back here to last season, right?
Yeah.
I like the system. It seems flexible and interchangeable. Best of all, we're not wide open down the middle anymore.
Even when we got 15th at the end of the season, everyone was slaughtering the system.
Right.
It was only hammering, defending it.
I've actually put the link in the description as well to this video, so you can go and check it out through the comment section and listen to what we both had to say after that Everton game last season. And here's another one, right?
Another one.
Here's another one. Great result.
Fantastic result.
It was a fantastic
Well, it
result.
was a fantastic
Improvements already. Right. Other clubs will start to worry. The climb up the table has begun.
Starting to worry. Everyone come to Old Trafford going, we're going to smash these. The rubbish.
Finished 15th. The climb up the table has begun.
I'll tell you what, you're so lucky he's not put your name on there.
This is the best one.
Go on.
You might have to read this one. I don't know if I'll get through it.
Go on. Try your best. Calm down,
right,
son.
We'll start. Let's go.
Okay. Come on, you got people out there.
People are saying Xerxes is like Cantona. But he reminds me more of Berbatov. Right, that's not finished yet.
They're more deluded than me.
He's a very good player. People need to give the lad some encouragement and give him a chance. How many chances has he had?
Listen, I'm all for giving players encouragement and that, right? And giving players a chance. But to compare him to Cantona and Berbatov, right? Even I, in my most deluded moment, wouldn't have ever said that.
There's another one. Right. Nothing wrong with Rashford, Xerxes and Højlund. They just need to play in a system which suits them and which gives them good balls up the top at the end of the pitch. Well, it's definitely not this system if you look at them 3 players. They've obviously had to find other clubs to fit a system out there.
So Rashford didn't want to be in any system. He just wanted to walk around.
Oh, my God.
Any more?
Yeah, there's a few more on there. Like I say,
give me one more.
Give
me one more.
Look.
Listen, I've suffered here badly.
I was always a Ten Hag fan and defended him up until the Spurs game. But recently, I've seen his errors exposed. Now we see tactical flexibility in game changes. No picking favourites and rotation. It's great to see. I didn't see much tactical flexibility last season, did you?
Not with Eric Ten Hag.
Or Ruben Amorim.
Or Ruben Amorim, no. The flexibility, certainly not there with Ruben Amorim, is it?
Yeah, but listen, going back onto that, I think it is one of the wildest statements we've had on the channel in the last 12 months as well. And to be honest with you,
when you look back,
something's just flashed in my head now.
Go on. Is it about me?
Well, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Look, he's on it. He won't get off it now. You won't hear anything about the Everton game on Monday.
There was you and Webby, and you was outside Old Trafford doing a video, and it was on Harry Maguire. And you both said that Harry Maguire is an £80 million bargain.
When did I say that? The very first day we started the channel?
It's on the thumbnail. I looked at it before and I thought, wow.
He's got it proper in for me, hasn't he?
Oh,
Proper
my
in for
God.
me. I think there's a lot of people out there thought it was a bargain.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I look back on when you've just mentioned there, my match reaction there, Eric Ten Hag's midfield headache solved. Aaron Wan-Bissaka deserves it. I don't know what he deserves.
No.
I think he deserved his move to West Ham. I know that.
I think the thing is when people write things down or they say words and it's caught on camera or anything, I think everybody can look back and just say to themselves, I think I made a little bit of a mistake, but I don't think I made a little bit of a mistake after that Everton game. I think it was a massive mistake. But I'm a football fan. I'm a United fan.
Of course.
I get emotional. That's what happens.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, there's some whoppers. Do you know what? Right. Right. Can you imagine what'll happen if we win 4-0 on Monday?
Do you never
It'll be Everton part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
4-0. I'm going 4-0 now without even discussing the game.
Imagine if the game does actually end up 4-0. I swear to God, that title of that video will definitely be part 2. Improvement beyond my wildest dream.
That's right.
It has to be.
Well, it's
and
got
everyone out there will know why we've done it as well if you've watched this video.
Yeah. I can't wait for the game, me, and I'll be hoping for 3-0 at half time.
Do you know what you're doing the match reactions or and you're giving your opinion, especially on that game when I was look back on the video, the first 3 or 4 minutes of it. Do you never see me looking at you and thinking, what is it you're saying?
Son, you've been doing that since you was born, looking at me and going, what are you talking about?
What are you doing?
Kidding people, everyone who I've ever known have sometimes all stopped and stared and gone, are you off your head? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's me passion for the football. But yes, of course I see you looking, but I just think you've got dust in your eyes.
Look at the camera and go,
I do. I just think
to be honest with you, though, some of the things that you do say, I mean, if we'd done a video at the end of the season, which I think we should do anyway, of our wildest statements throughout that previous season, but I think some of the stuff you do say as well, which comes true, does sometimes get overlooked, and sometimes we forget ourselves.
Well, of course it gets overlooked. You know what I mean?
It's not positive.
It's not positive. Sometimes when I come on here, and I'm being really positive and everything and try to get people's spirits up and not to get too down and that, I just get slaughtered. But that's fine. That's fine. And I'm so glad that YouTube haven't circulated last season's Everton after-match because, to be honest with you,
it's like they binned it.
Like improvement beyond my wildest dreams. I don't think anyone could write that. That's delusion at its highest.
Yeah,
but that's me, United fan, passionate.
A few people getting involved in the chat. It's good to see with the positivity as well. Also looking at it from our point of view as well.
Yeah,
and just having a laugh, and that's what life's about.
Just laughing about.
You don't have to be serious all the time.
Could have got relegated. Hey, in April. Listen,
I think I would have then deleted the video. A lot of videos.
No, you'd have had to. Would have been shame, right? But if you look back and go back to April, the amount of people were saying, hey, if we don't book up the ideas and get a point, never mind 3, we could be in the relegation zone and get relegated. Yeah. There was a possibility. We were 17th at one point. But what a mad season that was.
It was.
But, hey,
let's hope we don't have a season anywhere near like that.
Listen.
Look, there's positivity right now. That deluded train, choo-choo. We're clearly still on it from that game with Everton last season, the 4-0 win. But I think things do feel a bit different. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm not saying we're right up here where we're going to be charging into that top 4. I'm definitely not making that statement.
Oh, I've already made that statement. We ain't getting top 4 and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I do think, though, maybe challenging for that 5th spot, though, is realistic. I mean, that could be a Champions League place come the end of the season.
It's realistic right at this moment, and that's why it's important over the next few games to pick up maximum points. Because, as Ruben Amorim says, we're going to struggle and we're going to suffer when them players go to the AFCON. So it's a matter of how are we, what's the position, where we are at the end of January. And then I think we've got to realistically look at it then. So top 4, it's a possibility. We could be in the top 4 before that AFCON. No two ways about it. But it's what happens by the end of January.
I've seen a few people getting involved mentioning McTominay to Arsenal. I think seen Everton in there as well, which is pretty crazy because I was saying to you earlier on, wasn't I, about McTominay. If there's any team in the Premier League I think he'd fit in, it'd be Arsenal. And that's based on their set pieces from corners, throw-ins, and he's dangerous from them.
Well, it's the end of the international break, and what a mad story that is. Do you really honestly think, as a human being, never mind as a football fan, as a human being, you'd leave Napoli, right, where he's having an absolutely fantastic time. He's adored. He's a legend there already. He can only get better there and come back to Everton. Oh, we've got a new ground. What does that mean? I would not even contemplate, and McTominay, I would be 100% surprised. Mad story. Absolutely mad. Don't make any sense to me, that.
Yeah, Thurston Jones says, good idea, that with the best quotes. Still remember the total crap and the dark arts. And yeah, it might be something we do at the end of the season, to be honest with you. Just have a bit of a chuckle just to see what we've said throughout the season.
Yeah, but their statements as well after the game, their comments, they're as wild as mine.
Yeah, there's a few.
You know what I mean? Don't be just laughing at me. You know, be laughing at yourselves as well. Yeah. And if anyone knows who them quotes are, then please get in touch and say, yeah, I did change my profile after that. I was as embarrassed as you, Tony.
Yeah, still on it, though.
We're still on it.
Well, profile changes, don't you worry about that. And I think there's a few people as well sometimes who come on and they just come on just to comment, just to disagree with what you're saying. They actually don't really give their own opinion.
Yeah, you're talking stupid. You don't know what you're talking about.
You're deluded. I actually like that word, though.
Yeah, well, I love it. I love it.
Deluded train.
Yeah, but they come on and say, oh, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. But what it is, they then don't go on to explain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What the problem is with my conversation. Yeah. They just come on to be like trolls, really. Well, I'm fine with that. Always have been. Nothing ever bothers me.
Getting involved, interaction on the channel, and that's what it's all about.
We don't care.
The comment section and building the community. I love to see it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Everyone with a mix of opinions, whether I agree or not. Sometimes I have an opinion on something, and I've looked at one or two of the comments, and they've actually give a proper detailed opinion on why they think and go against what I've said or you've said.
That's
and
how it sometimes
I think, do you know what? He's got a point to that.
Well,
she's got a point to that, yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone...
Because that's what it's about, conversation, especially having a football chat.
Well, in future, I'll just watch what I say. Trust me.
No, I don't think you will. I don't think we can change it now.
Right, Everton.
Yeah, Everton game on Monday. 4-0 Man United?
No. Well, I've got to go 4-0 now.
Yeah.
But I look at it this way. The only positive thing to add to what we already don't know is we've got the extra days. It's a Monday night game. And as we know, Ruben Amorim loves having time with his players and that, so he's got a couple of extra days. Yeah. And the only problem I see with Monday night's game is Sesko missing. Who's going to replace him in the starting lineup? For me, Xerxes or Mount. I've already gone with Mount. I think it's the right option. I just look at it. I think Mount will get about a lot better in between that Everton defence. Because I just look at it, and you look who's in that Everton defence, and I still see Michael Keane there. Now, he's still there after all these years. And let me tell you something. If you think Harry Maguire took some ear bashing from Manchester United fans, all right, and we all know he took some horrendous ear bashing, this Michael Keane got absolutely slaughtered and still is getting slaughtered. But that's the standard of Everton. They've not been able to invest on the playing side, change it round. So for me, players like Michael Keane, they'll get torn apart. I honestly do, with the forward line and the trickiness of Kuna and Bumo, and if it's Mount, I honestly do.
Chris, this is the only way. Thanks for your super chat, my mate. He says, what about Ireland's results last week? Hashtag off topic. I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I don't even know England's results last week during the international break. I've seen Ireland. Did they score a late winner or something like that? I've seen like clips of it, but I'm not too sure, mate.
I think Ireland getting through was absolutely brilliant. And there was some other good international results there. Wales as well. Scotland. I think it's been for the, as people would say, the smaller countries where it's difficult. They don't have as many people to choose from to play for their national side. I think they've done excellent over the last week. And I watched clips from every one of them.
Yeah, like I say, I'm not too keen on international football. I'll only watch it now and again if I've got free time, to be perfectly honest with you. But it did seem like there was a few good results out there. You know, the Scotland one as well. I've seen clips of Scott McTominay scoring an overhead kick early on in that game, and they've qualified, haven't they, now to the World Cup as well. But I've seen a lot out there to do with England. What do you think of England's chances, though? Yeah, I didn't watch any of it.
We'll talk about the World Cup when the World Cup comes up. England's chances and everyone else's chances. But for now, it's Everton.
Yeah, Urban Bars says, I go with Mount also.
Good man.
He can work that defence. And yeah, like we've mentioned before about Mount, even dropping into midfield, even further back, helping out defensively. It does give you that option to like beef up that midfield. So when Bruno does go forward, you know, he can get back as well and help Casemiro out.
Yeah, that's right. I've looked at Everton, and to be honest, the conversation around Everton is basically the same conversation what's going on with Manchester United. Yeah. Everton also lose players. I think it's 2 players they lose for the AFCON. Now, looking forward to this game. David Moyes is really looking forward to this game. I listened to a few words, what he said, and he actually did praise the support from United fans inside that stadium, which was nice of him, to be honest with you. But he's really looking forward to it. He did say he's been here quite a few times, but I think this is different for him now. Everton, he's got them there, solid, fighting, but are they really?
Yeah.
Can they really expand the football and go for it? I don't think so. I think this is just like a team what's going to be set up, basically, very hard to beat, very hard to get behind the back. This is Moyes, and it'll be Moyes in his perfect little bubble, to be honest with you. So at times it's going to be difficult, just like it was last season, because we won 4-0. But that first 10 minutes, if you go back to that game,
it was wide open.
Right, and this is the worry about Everton. They do come at you, and if you don't stick it in the net and sort of like give them a bit of a kick early on, they keep coming at you and they're relentless. But United, when they played them last year, as soon as they beat them, they sort of gave up, and that's what you need to do on Monday night. Get that early goal, take the stuffing out of them, so they have to adapt and change. Well, this Everton side, very difficult for them to adapt, because of the quality of the players.
Yeah, I did actually watch near enough the full game of them against Tottenham a few weeks ago at their ground. And to me, they looked a little bit all over the place when Tottenham were getting crosses in, whether it was from corners or just out wide in open play. But I'm thinking of it, are Manchester United right now good in that position when they're getting further forward, getting crosses in of quality? Then I'm not too sure, really. You look at Ahmad for
United getting in crosses.
Yeah, you look at Ahmad, though, for Mbumo's goal against Spurs. Yeah, that was a great cross and great finish from Mbumo. Scored from a corner against Forest, didn't we, for Casemiro? But, you know, you need to see more and more from open play.
Yeah, but we can keep saying that. We've said it time and time again, and everyone out there, and they'll say it again now, right? United, with the crosses, are poor, okay? And they're also poor cutting out the crosses, right? And to be honest with you, sometimes I get sick of saying it about the crosses. We need to get more in, because then it always turns round to, and you go back to last year with Højlund. Højlund didn't get the crosses, and people used to say I used to make excuses for Højlund not getting the crosses and that. But the same thing seems to happen with Sesko. That has to improve. Will it improve now? I don't think so. But I'll tell you what, to stop conceding goals, we need to stop conceding crosses, and we need to get out there and stamp it out. And it's still one of a bugbear with me, cutting out the crosses into our box.
Yeah, hopefully we see Sesko back for maybe the Wolves, or if not the Bournemouth game that's coming up. Let's hope so, and fingers crossed. And for me, the front three on that game against Everton on Monday has to be Mason Mount, Cunha and Mbumo. I'm not really too keen on Cunha being the centre forward. I like it when he picks the ball up deep and carries the ball forward, where he can look to take on players or quickly do 1-2s and follow on the pass.
Well, I think when I look at Everton, and Everton fans do look at it the same way, it's got limitations, this Everton squad, but it suits Moyes as a manager, because he'll just try and make them solid. But with United, they just need to pass the ball quick. That's why I want Mason Mount in there. And you've seen Bruno. He's picked up moving the ball faster. The midfield isn't as wide as open. So with the limitations this Everton squad's got, I think we just need to start on a fast pace and keep it and be relentless and just sort of like, let's go back to the Brighton game, how we started there, how we played football. I thought it was excellent football, and we need to see more of that. And I think that's the type of football we need to kill this Everton side off. Quick, precise passing, not even looking where the player is, hoping that the player's there. And against Brighton, the player was there. So we just need that again.
Yeah, when you're talking about hoping the players are, that's when you know the players have been proper drilled then with the system, because before that ball comes to him to feet, and that's why we had some great moments and great players here at United under Fergie, because before they got the ball to the feet, they knew where the other player was going. Yep. And it's all about developing partnerships, and the best partnership for me at the moment is Mbeumo and Ahmad. I think they're near enough on that wavelength. As soon as they get the ball, they know where Mbeumo's going to be, or Mbeumo knows where Ahmad's going to be. So we need to start developing that across the pitch. On that left-hand side for me, it just doesn't look like there's anything really developing there to maybe help Cunha out as well, you know, chopping and changing in that left wing-back position. Well,
I'm hoping for Martinez to come back. I don't think he'll start. I think he might be on the bench, but that's my prediction. But when you talk about partnerships and that, I think when Martinez comes back, he will get a partnership with whoever's on the left, whoever's in the middle, and he'll certainly get a partnership with the goalkeeper, because I think he's going to be vital for the goalkeeper because he's comfortable with receiving the ball out. So for me, partnerships, I'm looking down the line and saying Martinez, he's the next one to start really pushing this team, because it does need a push, because it does have moments in games, and long moments, to be honest with you. Because if you look back at Forest and Tottenham, they were lethargic at times. They were slow, daydreaming, not really going for the kill. And I think Martinez will be the kick up the backside this team actually needs.
Mick the Leg says, Moyes is back where he belongs. United was too big for him. Simply Dread says, it's been a few long-range deflected shots and crosses to the back post where Ahmad is. We're still better, but Yoro and De Ligt have dropped slightly. Do you think De Ligt's dropped slightly? I think he's only got better, to be honest with you, mate. But I do prefer him in the centre of that back three, more so on the right-hand side, but that's just my preference.
No, De Ligt's got better and better, in my opinion. Yeah. But, hey, we've all got our opinions, haven't we? A lot of people talking about De Ligt. He is improving, and he will improve more once that Martinez gets back in there.
Yeah, Urban Bar says, before Brighton, the best half I've seen was when we played the first half against Crystal Palace away last season. I think that game we had plenty of shots, didn't we, on goal. I even remember Bruno having a shot. Did it hit the post or late on in the game? But we should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals. But when he made them substitutions, Erik ten Hag, you've seen the likes of Rashford who come on and go back to that game and watch him walk around the pitch. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of us was glad to see Rashford go, because the commitment was clearly not there from him. But all the best at Barcelona, and let's hope we get that 30 million at the end of the season.
I think when you look at what standard have United got to get to this season, I think you have to look at that Brighton, especially the first half. That's the standard you want, because Brighton, they were playing football, good football inside, and with what people say, a midfield what's wide open. United were there for the taking if they'd let Brighton settle, and they didn't let Brighton settle. And that's the type of approach you want. Will we see that this year? Maybe once or twice. I don't think we'll see it consecutively, game after game. Yeah. Especially with the AFCON coming and players changing, and to be honest with you, tactics changing as well.
Yeah, Samantha Noble from our members club says football brains being able to read the game. And just touching on De Ligt, I think he's great at reading the game. Martinez is another, and Casemiro as well, even though that athleticism isn't there anymore, maybe lost 1.5 yards of pace, you can still see he's got that football brain in trying to stick to the best positions, in trying to help out his teammates and defending his back three.
Casemiro can read the game if he's sat back there and he's got the time. But when Casemiro is pressured and people are running left of him, right of him and that, he gets caught out. But hey, he does a good job. He's improved at Manchester United. I like what I see, but I think, to be honest with you, he will leave at the end of the season. I don't think United will renew, give him a 1-year extension, shall I say, and he'll leave. And I think they'll look at it as well. Age and cost-wise. But he has been vital to this side. When he's got the space and the time, you're seeing he's a quality player.
Yeah, one of the players who didn't have pace, but what a football brain was Teddy Sheringham here at Manchester United. He just knew where the ball, anywhere he wanted to put it before the ball come to him. I thought he was fantastic, to be honest with you. So it just shows it's not always about pace in a team if it's set up right defensively as well. Behind him, Husk Knight, I think it's called, your profile name, mate. It says, sorry, lads, Martinez will be terrified of smacking into a tackle. Have to disagree. So you think he's still going to have that psychological thing of,
no.
You know, if I go into a tackle, I'm going to be injured again?
Luke Shaw's not terrified of going in for a tackle. Yeah, and you just look at his injury. No, he's a professional player. He understands. He's fit. He's got nothing to worry about. He's a warrior, the kid, Martinez. I've no problems with that.
You still got to... I still get that feeling, though, with Martinez that I haven't seen enough over the course of a season because of injuries here and there, where I think, yeah, you know, he's going to be that number one on that side of the pitch, because if you're not available for games, I mean, how can you look at long term and, like a lot of people saying, being a future captain?
He's got to be more clever, okay? He's not got to overcommit, and I think that's what he's done to get a couple of injuries, to be honest with you. He's overcommitted, and he has to be a lot smarter, and I think this injury and the long layoff he's had, I think he'll have sat down, spoke to people, and sort of like adjusted his game. And as you go along and you look back on your career, you say, right, well, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to change. And I think Martinez will do that. So fingers crossed, everything works out for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think on that left-hand side, we touched on it yesterday, with Amarin coming out in his press conference that Luke Shaw can play in that left wing back role, and it's something I would definitely try, especially when Martinez is on the left hand side and he's behind me as well. I mean, what a player you think there to cover him as well, because Luke Shaw, the only question mark is, can his body handle that kind of position and what's actually put on him in them wing back roles?
Well,
You need a set of lungs on you.
Look, I'm not one for experimenting. I think all the experimentation went on last year. And it was carnage, as we all know, last year, right? So experimenting by putting him out there is not what I want to see. No, hang on. What I want to see, okay?
What you want to see, yeah.
What I want to see, right, is Dorgu improve. That's what I want to see. And when he's not available, I want Delo to improve. That's what we should be looking at, not trying to put in someone else's place. I think he's doing all right. I think he's booked up Luke Shaw since the City game and the Brentford game, right? And he's doing all right, okay? And it's just a matter of easing Martinez in that position. But you just don't know, right, if Luke Shaw will have to go in that position if Dorgu and Delo don't improve, and they should be out the team. If you're not playing well, you should be out. And I'm all for putting Luke Shaw there. But as a long-term position, it's not for me, because there's too many doubts, like you say.
No, I'm not saying that it's a long-term position.
I just don't want to put in...
But come the end of the season, I mean, it should be looked at with Luke Shaw of, should we try and move him on so we can bring someone else either through the academy or go out there and replace it with a transfer? But, you know, if Dorgu and Delo don't book their ideas up, like we've been saying, I mean, for me, I'd rather have Luke Shaw at left wing-back than sat on the bench because Martinez is playing on that left-hand side of the free. I mean, it just makes sense to me. And when you're looking at Amarin as well, with the likes of Mazraoui, you know, the different positions that he's put him in a back three, a wing back position, and other players as well. I think he will try that.
I don't think it's a shoo-in. Martinez will walk straight in to this team. Luke Shaw knows he's coming.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw knows he's coming. And as people out there have said, and we said at the start of the season, you know, Luke Shaw, he's fit again, is he? Right? Why's that? Seems to be fit again. Well, there's a World Cup coming. Well, we've been saying, there's a World Cup. He wants to go to the World Cup. Well, Luke Shaw, at this moment, isn't even in the World Cup squads.
Yeah, so he's got to prove something long-term as well with consistency.
Well, he knows Martinez is coming, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does indeed.
Well, that's what you want.
Yeah, you want competition for places, and that's what it's about, building a squad over the transfer windows, not just the starting 11 and some of the squad players, the players on the fringes who, for me, the likes of Delo, you know, it's a big season for him.
Yeah, I just want to go back and touch on this Everton side, and I've said it a few times. No one's actually pulled me up on it yet, but the thing is, I look at this Everton side, they're the luckiest team in the Premier League as far as I'm concerned over the last 4 years, because in my opinion, okay,
relegation,
they should have been relegated. And the only reason why they've not been relegated is because of the teams what went down was so poor. If you go back, look at the stats and everything of the teams what went down, they were atrocious. And Everton got away with it a few times just by the skin of the teeth.
Just like to thank you all for joining us today. We're going 4-0 Manchester United on Monday.
Going 4-0. Have to. We've revisited last year's score. I'm going with it. And hopefully I'll come back and just say it's improvement beyond my wildest dreams again.
Choo-choo. All aboard that deluded train for the win on Monday, making it 6 unbeaten. Just like to thank you all for joining us today, getting involved in the live chat.
Thank
you. If you're joining us later on, get involved in that comment section with your score predictions, your starting 11, and anything else you want to talk about. And we'll see you on Monday. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you soon. Much love. Thank you.
Thank you.